Hey, what's happening, family? It's your man, Mark Black. I'm going to talk about something today that I usually, again, won't touch, but damn it, I'm just tired of hearing fuckery and dumb shit around it. So, by the way, before I get started, make sure you support your interests. Click the links in the description field of the video. There's merchandise there to help support my channel. There's also links for you to just throw your spirit coins your brother's way. It's definitely appreciated and definitely necessary. Family, as you can see here, here is a tweet from Alyssa Milano talking about reproductive rights for women, right? There's been recently some laws passed to try to make abortion access more strict or access to abortions more limited. Now, I will admit, traditionally, I have been of the viewpoint that since I don't much have a say over the decision anyway, that whatever is decided is whatever. However, family, I can't ignore this shit when you see tweets like this one. I'll read it to you. Our reproductive rights are being erased. Until women have legal control over our own bodies, we just cannot risk pregnancy. Join me by not having sex until we get bodily autonomy back. I'm calling for a sex strike. Pass it on. Unquote. Okay, so let's talk about this for a second. Basically, Alyssa Milano is saying that unless women have access to abortions on demand, because when they talk about reproductive rights, of course, that's just code speech for being able to get an abortion, that they should stop having sex. I fucking agree. No. I don't agree that you should have a sex strike. But I agree that sex for women, just throwing the pussy out there, giving it up, doing whatever, yeah, you should stop doing it. I think you should go on sex strike. I think all these thoughts, tramps, hoes, etc., who's out here just free fucking like it's going out of style, I think they should stop doing it. I have no problem with this. Let me explain something to you, family. As a married man, when I have or had discussions with my missus about reproductive rights and this, that, and the third, I'm able to take into account the fact that I'm with her, she's with me, that we both have our best interests in each other's hearts, right? So if there is a circumstance in which she's raped in some way and was, and got knocked up, right? That's a no-brainer. We can address that. I think laws that prevent even rape victims, incest victims, and things like that from having access to abortion, because who wants to necessarily give birth to a child they never wanted, they never asked for, that might even be the child of a rapist or one of their family members or whatever. I don't think that's fair to ask anybody to have to suffer, right? Abortion's a medical procedure just like anything else. Address that shit. But I was married and had those discussions. Luckily, both my missus and I both have had permanent reproductive procedures done to stop us from having children. All right. But here's the thing. I support rights to medical procedures for people who are out here truly being put in bad positions. You've been raped and you don't want to carry your rapist baby, you shouldn't have to. You got molested by your cousin and got knocked up, you shouldn't have to carry your cousin's kid or your brother's kid or anything like that, right? I'm all for reproductive rights in that particular sense. But that's not what Alyssa Milano and bitches like her is talking about, is it? No. They're talking about being able to end a potential human life just because it's inconvenient. Because, oh shit, they got a trip to Aruba they supposed to be making this summer. They can't go there looking like, they got a golf, a bowling ball in their stomach, right? You know what I'm saying? So kill that motherfucker and let's keep it pushing. I ain't with that. I'm not with that. I'm not with giving motherfuckers cover up because they spend all their time riding the motherfucking dick carousel, the cock carousel, and have a oops moment. And all of a sudden we supposed to protect their right to not have a baby or whatever the case may be. Everybody tells me as an ADOS man that I made my choice when I unzip my pants, right? If I lay down with a woman, if she get knocked up, I've made all the motherfucking choices I'm able to make. I don't have no say in nothing else. I don't have no rights, no requests. I can't demand she carry it. I can't demand she not carry it. I can't demand shit, right? But you get to demand for me the right to carry it and not carry it whenever, however, with whatever. Now, fuck all that, right? With rights comes responsibilities. You, as a woman, as an ADOS woman or any other woman, have the right in America to sleep with whoever you want, date whoever you want, as many times as you want. Nobody's holding you to a standard of virginity or abstinence or any of that shit, right? So just like I make the choice to be a parent when I lay down with somebody, you make the choice to potentially be a parent when you lay down with somebody. You don't get to have all the motherfucking fun, but none of the responsibilities. I personally believe that abortions should be illegal in the case, except for rape, incest, things like that, right? It's a simple medical procedure that should be done. It should be available to those who have been victims of sexual crimes that ultimately caused the pregnancy. But just as a cover up, just as a motherfucking backstop for people who have had the opportunity to be irresponsible sexually, have all the fun, but not have any of the responsibilities, fuck that. I don't support that, and I ain't with that. But you know what? There should be a sex strike. But here's an idea. Why don't you go ahead and not be out here free fucking like your shit's going out of style, like pussy's gonna rot or something, right? Find you a mate, somebody who actually cares, that has your interests at heart, somebody who loves you, respects you, and will honor your wishes, your desires, your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, so that if you want to indulge in sexual activity, you can. And you also have somebody there to help you bear the responsibility. But don't come bitching at greater America because you want to have your cake and eat it too. Because you want to be out here just willy-nilly throwing around the coochie like the shit is going out of style and having abortion rights as a backstop, a backup. It's bullshit. And I don't give a fuck if you like it or you don't like it. For all you feminists who think that Mark Black hates women and this, that, and the third and is talking down on you, the door is that way. But for those of you who actually have reason, who actually have sense, who are actually willing to explore and understand the truth of matters, understand this. Abortions were never meant for you to be able to use as a form of birth control. They were never meant for that. ADOS women choose abortions and things like that primarily for financial reasons, and I get it. But if you're so concerned, ADOS sister, with financial constraints being the reason why you can't be a mother, then stop being out there giving the pussy away left and right. STI is running rampant in our community. People having sex with multiple motherfuckers, free fucking. You want to hear an interesting statistic? Everybody talks about men being tramps, hoes, fucking running like running water, right? When in point of fact, the data suggests that women are fucking the same group of men over and over and over again, and these men fathering children. It's not the vast majority of us out here free fucking. The vast majority of men out here are looking for opportunities to find mates. There's been studies shown, and I'm actually do a broadcast later that shows that black men are more likely to get married than anybody else. We understand the ramifications that comes with getting caught up with a baby you didn't want, with some fuckery you didn't ask for, with decades of child support you wasn't expecting, and so on and so forth. Black men are choosing in droves to stay abstinent, fuck around in the Xbox, and visit you porn every so often than to be out here throwing their dicks up on the crap table. There's only a few irresponsible ass Negroes out here knocking up the same group of females. And we're supposed to cater for their right to be able to go, oops, that wasn't meant to happen. Better go to Planned Parenthood. I don't think so. Yeah, you should be abstinent. You should be choosing to value your body and who it is that you share your body with. I'm not anti-sex. I'm not anti-anything. I'm anti-stupidity. And it is stupid for you to demand the right to use a procedure that ends a potential human life as a sexual backstop to cover up your irresponsibility. Just like I'm responsible for when I unzip my pants and lay down with you, you're responsible for the fruits of whatever happens with that. You get knocked up, oh well, figure it out. Just like I have to figure it out. Just like I have to spend the next 18 years figuring out how I'm going to stay on your good side, how I'm going to hope that you don't hit me for every bit of my resources, potentially put me homeless, and so on and so forth, and affect my future relationships. Just like I got to figure it out, you got to figure it out. That's all I wanted to say on it, family. I'm certain I'll talk more about it. But for now, it's your man, Mark Black. Again, family, hit the links in the description field. Support your interests. And until the next time I talk with you, I want to wish you all love, peace, prosperity, and power. Real power to our people.